everybody. What is... Oh, wow! Wait, what? Toto! So, hang on. I did hide the HUD for, Beat Studio. I did not hide the HUD for Tits. That is my bad, but thank you, Toto, for the 2 months! Thank you for using your Prime on me. I appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into the game. Yes, thank you, Mama Burrito, for letting Little Burrito Noir use your Prime. Oh, man. Alright, we just have to get into the game. I logged off right outside the Ocular because for some reason, I realized this after I ended the stream last night, the Ocular isn't a sanctuary. What's up with that? See, little moon, wait, is it visible? Yeah. See, little moon next to my experience bar? Sanctuary. Now let me go talk to the guy. Moon gone. The Ocular is not a sanctuary. I don't know if I feel safe here anymore, Exarch. Explain yourself. Hey, Miko. Alright, did we already talk to... If only every town could share the Crystarium's spirit of independence. Still, I suppose one cannot decide for others what they should and should not deem important. My powers of persuasion have certainly had little effect on the people of Pelusia. Well, you know, your powers of persuasion just aren't enough to counteract drugs, which is what I'm pretty sure everybody in Pelusia is on. Alright, Exarch, where is our girl? The Crystal Exarch is eager for you to meet with Alisaie. I am also eager to meet with Alisaie. I'm sure tonight will be totally chill and not at all traumatizing. It'll all be fine and fun and happy. Ready to depart for Amarang? Alisaie will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she was particularly concerned for your well-being. She, impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was. Repeatedly. Good. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here, this is a letter of introduction addressed to a man named Kassar, the master of a merchant caravan. There are a few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at the Amaro launch, and he will see that you reach your destination. See, this is like the one issue I have with this part of Shadowbringers, is that like Alisaie's quest is just like, go to the Amaro launch, go right at Amaro. And in Alphanos, they're like, you get to be like, what's in Amaro? What about chocobos? What's going on here? And so it very much feels like they intended for Alphino to be first. At which point, why even make it a choice? If you've come looking for work, I might have a spot for another guard. I'm actually out here on behalf of the Exarch. A wax-sealed envelope addressed to Kassar. Oh! A friend of the Exarch. Hoping to meet someone in Amarang, are you? Then I shall be your guide. I was about to set off for our outpost there, as a matter of fact. So we can leave right away, assuming you have everything you need. I do. Yeah, Miko, stop lying. I was gonna call him out, but I'll let you guys I'll let the snacks in the pantry keep themselves accountable. All set? Then off to the unforgiving lands we go. You can now travel to Amarang. Speak with the adroit Amaro tamer to fly to the desert. Alisaie!
Arang. From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath, Arang once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Armarang meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
Yeah, I think Amarang, well, I was about to say something slanderous. Blasphemous is the word I was looking for. Amarang is probably my second favorite zone music in Shadowbringers. I was talking about this last night. It reminds me of, or gives me the same vibes as a lot of the anime that I used to watch back when I was a teenager. Unlike Adult Swim. For some reason, it always makes me think of like Wolf's Rain and Witch Hunter Robin. Not quite Ghost in the Shell standalone complex vibes, but that same era of anime. So, yeah, I've always loved it. Oof. No matter how many times I come here, the cold never fails to catch me off guard. It's cold here? The sky may be as bright as in the scorching hours of day, but it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Now, the Exarch's letter said I was to take you to the inn at Journey's Head, which is where this Alisaie friend of yours is staying. But that's a fair old distance. So I propose we make a stop in Mordsu to break up the trap, allowing me to attend to some business, and you to enjoy the local hospitality. Sound good? Good. Alright, you lot. I'm off, and I'd better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. Right. We head southwest, straight as an arrow. Hang on, who are you and what do you have to say? Before you start perusing these goods, I should point out that they're going to Mordsuk. Not for sale, in other words. Fair enough? Now to navigate around. Is that an enemy? That's an enemy. That's not a sightseeing log. All of the things. I love how the light actually makes like a sound. Ah! No! Go away! I don't want it! Thanks for the offer, but I have to pass! Bill. Alright. Fine. Oh, I should summon Ember then. Or not Ember. Wrong character. River. Oh! Speaking of... I hope I didn't miss an ether current in Calusia. Oh yeah, no community goal. I'll have to think of something fun soon. Maybe I'll set something up for my birthday. Of like, if you guys can get a certain amount of points by the end of the birthday stream, we'll do something or something. Stop here a moment. This is your first visit to Amarang, is it not? It is. Before you cross the river of sand, you need to turn around and feast your eyes on that. Okay. Very pretty, very tragic. What is it? Looks like Gulda, kinda. With the awnings. They built them big, didn't they? That's Kasr Sharl, a fortress meant to protect the northern reaches of Nabatharang. Seeing what was left behind, I believe it when they say it was once one of the Norvrant's mightiest nations. At least until the flood came along. Great chunks of Nabatharang's lands were lost to the light, its great city included. The few who survived didn't see much point in staying. Most of them, anyway. No, not many choose to come here these days. Not with everything in ruins. Even that hulking great fortress has become little more than an Amaro roost for me and my caravan. But not everywhere is as deserted as this place. Just wait until you see Mortsuk. Let's press on, shall we? Oh yeah, we're basically at the edge of the world right now, aren't we? And this is where the flood was stopped. Haha, there's a hunt here. That's... So that's a B rank. Hang on. Boop. I've got a little shout macro for B ranks, and I just shout them out whenever I see them. If no one's looking for a weekly B rank, then no harm, no foul. If somebody is, then I just help them. So I will always shout out B ranks when I see them, no matter how old the zone is. Here we are, Mortsuk. By the blessed by the blessed shadow, I love this town. Kasr stands at the entrance to Mortsuk, an eager smile on his face. Mortsuk, not just full of Mord, but Humes and all manner of others too. It has long been a refuge for folk displaced by the flood, so the population is nothing if not diverse. Oh, have you met a Mord before? They might look like shifty little blighters, but a more welcoming lot you could never wish to meet. Speaking of which, we should pay our respects to Master Gengen. I'll go ahead and let him know we've arrived. That's not Gengen, that's Gengen. Have to go to Gengen. Emerald Keep. There we go. And I wouldn't be much of an adventurer if I didn't immediately attune to every aetheryte I come across. Please ignore any instances where that hasn't happened. Fortunately, I think that is... If it has ever happened, it was before any of you guys started watching these, so basically didn't happen. Aetheryte takes full precedence no matter what? Yes, exactly. Go on, introduce yourself to Master Gengen. Doesn't matter if the world is building. I mean, if the world is building, I need to be able to get back as soon as possible, right? If I have to leave or if I die. Oh, I forgot to actually, like, make it my home point. Whoops. They're so cute! This is what the kobolds look like underneath their masks. That's a kobold.
Master Gengen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Mordsook.
Souk is Mordish for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Armorang.
I mean, are there any other marketplaces in Armorang? I only know of 2 locations in this entire... Well, no, that's not true. There's 3. I forgot about Fine.
You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things, too. Many of them rare. As I told you before, not many visit Armorang by choice, but Mordsook's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Mord dig up.
Aye, that they do. For Mords do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value.
Wait, what? Ah! Thank you, Ash, for the 100 bits.
That is why they come here. Come from far away. Come with much money.
Wait, I just remembered, like, what this whole quest entails. I'm now afraid.
And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a Mord philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed. Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals. And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
Little custom.
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
As the good Mord says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense. A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
Verbert gold? Real Verbert gold?
Put a target on my back, why don't you, Exarch?
Here, newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Oh no, you want my good newcomer. I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Over here!
Come and look.
You buy, you buy.
Eat spicy. I don't want to eat spicy. I don't
Enough
like
of that!
spicy.
Calm, I say! This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots. Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
3 what? Three people, 3 days, 3 years, 3 cities? I remember this quest. Ronron's shop is best for eating. Crack your coin purse and gorge on the delicious delicacies. A full Vobert honor seems a bit rich for buying a dented pan or a bowl of worms. Did the Exarch lose to you at cards or something? More like he lost me, I think. Oh, excuse me. Man, and I'm still working through the rest of my dinner from tonight. Nope, that's a chocobo. Welcome to Ronron's, traveler. I have wares to empty your purse and fill your belly. Take your time. Stare and sniff before you choose. But no drooling on the merchandise, yes? Browse Ronron's wares. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out, blah blah blah. Alright. What do we want? Worms. Everyone's favorite. Plump white worms slathered in honey. Once you eat a glazed wriggler, you'll never want to eat another, or want another treat. Okay. I call that mush loaf. The middle is stuffed with bittersweet cactus fruits, so even if the bread dries out, it's still moist inside. Keeps you going in the heat. That's my ever-burning bounty. Made with the best parts of the lizard. Cured with special spicy spices. Some find the smell challenging, but it'll warm you up on a chilly desert nights. I don't like spicy, so we're skipping that. Oh, you'll like those. Chewy skewers. Find small frogs hiding under rocks. Spear with stick, then roast over fire. Crackly on the outside, gooey on the inside. Perfect for snacking. I think I'm gonna go with the bugs. The last time I did this quest, I went with the bread. I think I'm gonna go with the bugs this time. I am a slightly... Well, I've always been a pretty adventurous eater, but I am more at peace with the idea of eating candied bugs now than I was... 5 years... 5? 5 years ago? Yes? Shadowbringers came out in 2019. So, yeah, 5 years ago. No. 4 years ago. 5. No, it's 2024. I know what year it is. It's been 5 years. They all look tasty, yes? Which to choose? Which to choose? Glazed Wriggler. Yeah, let's go with that. You feel old now? How do you think I feel? I realized today that, like, if I had had a kid in my, late teens, they would be starting college right now. Like, there are 17-year-olds in our community who are technically young enough that they could be my children. I turned 34 in November. I've been playing this game since I was 23. Let's go. Glazed Wriggler. Wait, when in November? Hang on. If you don't mind my asking. The 21st? Oh, so close to being birthday buddies. But at least you can share my pain over Thanksgiving proximity. Too good to resist, eh? That's what I would have chosen. You have the goal? My birthday is the 30th. Nothing like growing up having to have your birthday party in, like, December because everybody's out of town for Thanksgiving, the weekend of your birthday. And done. One verbotite honor buys you 15 jars. What's with the face, Shizune? Hum. 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 Every last mouthful. I think I'll share the rest. No, every last mouthful. What an appetite! What a belly! A new legend is born in Mortzuk. Last time I think I shared the leftovers. Consider your coin purse cracked. I am pleased to accept your custom, and Gengen will be pleased that you honored us. Keep the merchandise down, yes? No returns. I don't think I have control over that. Yeah, it would have been nice if we had, like... Okay, here's the thing, like, it would have been nice if we'd been able to pick our, like, the vendor and not just the food. At the same time, I get that it was a humorous moment ahead of everything that happens here. We need a bit of levity. Especially if you're just coming from Alphino's side of things. I've never seen anyone eat so much of Ronron's cuisine in one sitting. You have a stronger stomach than I. What can I say? I'm a woman of steel. I was watching from here, Shizune. You honored our custom, and with great relish. You will always be welcome in Mortzuk. If you need anything in Amarang, we are here to provide. Speaking of which, side quest time. Bill is looking for an unsuspecting laborer to help him make a quick kill. Sinner, over here! You have been you have seen fruiting gigan tenders nearby, yes? Ah! Thank you! Very aggressive they are. We Mords stay away from them, but someone like you... Yes, I have an idea. You are healthy, strong. I have a favor to ask. Bring me chunks, big chunks of their flesh. Go east from here, and you will find them, or they will find you. You shall be rewarded if you do as I say. Quickly now. Look at his little arms. Look at all their little arms. I know you said you want a plushie of these guys, but I don't know if they'd be good plushies. Their arms are too stringy. I prefer something with a little squish. What thing that was next to him? Who was it I just spoke to? Hang on. Bill. Oh, these guys? Yeah. Yeah, they're little, like, livestock dudes. What's the opposite phrase for, like, not a single thought behind those eyes? I feel like this guy has, like, all of the thoughts behind those eyes. And not even in a he's seen things kind of way, just in a big wrinkly brain kind of way, I guess. The rumbling of this flea-bitten scavenger's stomach echoes through Mortzuk. A traveler, eh? Nice life, if you can get it. Me? I'm working for Telltale. Heartless bastard. Gives me weekly quotas. I meet them, I get paid. If not, I get nothing. Not much incentive to go about the quota or above the quota, but just meetings it's got me run ragged. Still, I'm in no position to complain. Anything beats starving to death. Thing is, I'm down to my last couple of gil, and I won't survive another week if I don't meet the quota. To make things worse, I've hit a drive spell, and there's no chance of making it in time. But if I can distract him with a few sand wrigglers, his favorite snack, he might let me off the hook. Please, help me look for some, I beg you. Thank you, friend. I knew you weren't the sort to ignore the pleas of a desperate man. Anyway, we'd best be off. I'll see you outside. Man, fuck his employer. Like, a part of me, I get why quotas, like meeting a minimum for your work is important because you are being paid to do a task, and so you should do the task. But, like, there's gotta be a better way to balance out that with, like, basic human rights and not treating employees like shit. Especially when taking into account the fact that, like, some people just have, like, mental health conditions that make meeting those kinds of quotas very difficult. And, like, there's gotta be a way to not be ableist while also not having people just take money for doing nothing. From their employer, I mean. A flyer for attracting prospective employees catches your eye. Yeah, it shouldn't be, like, if anything, it should be, here's your, like, basic payment, and then if you meet certain quotas, you get a bonus or something. Or, like, companies with quotas need to have way more leeway on how long somebody has, or, like, how many times somebody can miss their quota before they get fired. Because I used to work for a non-profit as a canvasser, and I think it was, like, if you missed quota 3 days, you were done. And I can't remember if it was 3 consecutive days, but, like, come on, man. I'm out there trying to get people to, like, donate to this organization in the middle of February. And we're canvassing college students who probably don't have money to begin with. At the very least, not money to be, like, donating monthly. Like, there is kind of a predatory aspect to canvassers canvas. Like, I get it because, like... No, it wasn't donation quotas. It was... So, we were basically... the quota was we had to get a certain number of people signed up to make monthly donations. And it was a daily quota that we had to meet. Or no, maybe it was... No, it was weekly. Yeah, it was weekly. I'm a dumbass. But, like... we had a weekly quota of how many people we had to get signed up to become, like, members who would donate monthly. And it's like, guys, you're... Like, you have us either in downtown Chicago... dealing with a lot of people who don't give a shit or are going to and from work. And it's the middle of, like, January, February, so it's really fucking cold. Or we were canvassing near or on college campuses. And, like, a part of me gets it because college campuses, like, college students are very passionate about various political, causes. And that is where you're gonna find the people who are most passionate. At the same time, it does feel a little exploitative to be like, hey, come on, why don't you, like, give up a coffee or a couple of coffees a month to donate to this nonprofit instead. You won't get anything out of it other than the satisfaction of knowing you donated, but you should do it anyway for a college student. And I'm saying, like, I get it. I get why you guys don't want to donate. I am fresh out of college too, but, like, yeah, I mean, I have a lot of respect for people who do canvassing because it's a very hard job. We were out there until, like, we only didn't go out, like, we were out every day, and we only didn't go out to canvass if it was, like, I think it was below 20 degrees, or below -20, I'm sorry. Anything quote-unquote warmer than that, and we had to be out there. I'm pretty sure I got frostbite on my feet from doing it, and a bunch of other issues, and it was awful. You need to be very passionate about what you're doing. Problem is, a lot of the people were misinformed about certain issues, I'll put it that way, without going into specifics of what nonprofit. I don't want to, like, say what the nonprofit was, because I do think I have criticisms about them now, but I do think that what the work they do is still important. And also I don't think it's a good idea for me to be putting them on blast. But yeah. Anyway. Fuck quotas is what this basically comes down to. A flyer for attracting prospective employers catches your eye. Especially if you're like, if you just like barely miss your quota. Like there should be a grace bit of wiggle room. Like if your quota is, oh, you need to get like, you need to do 30 of a thing, or like your quota is 30 of whatever, and you get 29, that should not be held against you. Yeah, there's gotta be some kind of leeway. Like, it's so rigid and it's so lacking in like the human element. Anyway, one is pay for honest work, or honest pay for honest work. No experience necessary. Oh, no experience necessary. It appears to be a job advertisement. Speak with the Moore taskmaster for details. Also, fun fact, when, like, in the past, when I've, like, done job hunting, I've absolutely judged a job ad based on, like, grammar and spelling. I am an editor. Hey, Taskmaster, do you want to hire me? I will edit your copy for you. You clearly need it. A rather skittish Mord is at his wit's end and might be glad for a helping hand. You there, kind traveler, strong traveler. The younglings are in danger. Big, scary creatures. They looked hungry too. Please, you must hurry to Samuel's backbone. East from here. Quickly, there is no time. Okay, but is there time for me to, like, finish picking up these quests? What's taking him so long? May I help you? Who, you ask? It's my little one. He has gone on his first errand to the Red Serai, and I am worried sick about him. Anything could have happened. It is hot and dry, and there are gigatenders that might try to squish him. I must do what I can to see he arrive safely, but he would be so embarrassed if he knew I had been helping. Maybe you could do it? Yes, that would work. Do you know the Long Bridge? Northeast from here it is. Take this wriggler powder and scatter it on the big rock on this side of the ravine, and maybe a bit more further up the road. Why, you ask? Simple. We Mord use aromas like this to wake us up when we are sleepy or tired. Once my son smells this, he will have no trouble reaching the Red Serai. Oh, and could you give this letter to Thema? I know it is a lot to ask, but if anything were to happen to my son, I would never forgive myself. Alright. Let's start with, I think this is the Taskmaster that's over here. Maybe... You'll do. Here for work, are we? Good, good. Honest pay for honest work. That's my motto. Your timing could not be better. I have a job for you. Take this package to my client, who is outside the village to the south. Mord fellow, you will know him when you see him. Probably. Now, listen carefully. You must not speak inside, no matter what. Is that clear? Good. Now off you go. Kinda want to peek inside. I kinda want to be Snoopy. Like, what's he gonna do? Not pay me 700 gil? Oh no. I am now broke. Ah! There's the parcel. Get her! River? That was bad timing! he didn't even get any experience out of that. Okay. You were not supposed to fight back! Not fair, not fair! Our job was to steal the package, not to hurt anyone, I swear! Uh-huh. Ask the Taskmaster. Yes, he will tell you everything. Uh-huh. I'm sure he will. Now, you might be wondering how we can coax the little buggers out of hiding. With explosives, of course. They're supposed to come crawling in droves whenever there's an earthquake. So we'll make one of our own. I'll head east, so you go south. Let's meet back here once we've caught a few of the slimy sods. Wriggler. Uh-huh. I take it the Wrigglers were feeling cooperative? Yep, here you go. Once upon a time, this blind tunneling creature had a much more respectable name. How did you find so many? Some people have all the luck. Blue Chocobo? Yeah. My Chocobo's name is River. Because I'm a streamer. Anyway. Let's go and see if this is enough to persuade that old curmudgeon. Blocked? No! Don't block me! If all goes well, there might even be something in it for you, too. Okay. I'm going back into town, because it just occurred to me there was a thing I wanted to do. Which was check the vendor to see if there's better gear here than what I'm wearing. Let's see here. That's material supplier. Oh, wait. Maybe it is you? You sell gear? No, you do not. Oh. Would it be you? No? Where? Oh, here it is. Okay. Yes, my Chocobo's name is River. Again, because I am streamer. Okay, so that's not better, that's not better. This is just me double checking because... And battle craft accessories. How are these? I shouldn't even need to worry about... Man, if these were... high quality... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see. I'd be in better shape if these were high quality, but I should still check. Okay. Nothing better than what I've got. Got it. Ash, should I be considered by the fact that you even asked that question? Also, is this the fate I think it is? Yeah, pray destroy the waking sands. At this point, I just get scared every time you ask questions, Ash. potatoes, and we can't just like phase through this, right? Yeah. Is there anything up here? No, I thought maybe there was a sightseeing log up here. All right. There we go. Do not eat me. Mortifer, very hard to swallow, I hear. Tickle your belly, it will. Don't worry about it. No, saying that's just gonna make me worry more. We are not dead? Oh, you saved us. That is why. 1,000 thank yous. Great Samuel, we are truly sorry. I never thought I would be so happy to not be dead. My thanks, stranger. Yep, you guys run along. Oh, whoops, there was one more. Oh, wait, what? Emmy Mania, thank you so much for the follow. Never mind. Hey, ooh. Oh, Zev is here. Hey, Zev. Or I think Zev is here. Hang on. I'll just deal with it. It's straight up telling me possible, ban evader. So, account created 6 minutes ago? Yeah. There we go. Oh, you made a clip. Okay. I will see that later then. I have a few more clips I might be making / uploading onto YouTube soon. I did make clips of you like pelting me with plushies the other day. I'm just also feel weird about like people donating bits to me. So I'm like, would it be weird for me to put this on YouTube? It was a very fun clip. But also, I'm an anxious little bean. I finished this quest over here. What's that? Something for me? Oh, that's a dude. Whoops. Well, he talks like that now. You're from Gingin, eh? Something, my boy's something, hard worker. Gods, his handwriting is abysmal, but I think I got the gist of it. It seems like he's gone out of his way to help his son, though it's probably a bit unnecessary. From what I've seen, he's quite capable of taking care of himself without being mollycoddled. Having said that, it's hard not to be moved by this gesture of his. I know that family means a lot to the Mord. More than I give them credit for sometimes. I'll see his son gets fair treatment, don't you worry. And it only seems right that you be rewarded for your hard work in maintaining relations between us and the Mord. Here, this is for you. Oh, is this a chain? Hang on. That Gin worries about his son more than is healthy for either of them. But perhaps I'm not so different. I had to leave my daughter behind in the Crystarium while I oversee trade with Mordsuk, and I've not been back for some time. I'd like to send her a gift, to let her know we haven't forgotten about her. Only thing is, I've no idea what young women are interested in these days. I'd ask the others, but I don't want them to think I'm doting on her. I was wondering if I could find out, or if you could find out for me? You can post it in the Discord. What I mean by I'll take a look at it is that I might edit it a little and before I post it on YouTube. They should be on the channel. I was wondering if you could find out for me. Lorette over there has a daughter about the same age as mine. I expect she'll know what would make it for a decent present. A gift for a young lady? Let me guess. Vamoth sent you to ask me, didn't he? Oh, I meant it's on, like, you can post it in, like, the chat. I'll... Just getting ready for raid? Okay, cool. You can just post it in the general chat. I'm using clips and highlights for, like, the YouTube videos. But yeah. A gift for a young lady? Let me guess. Vamoth sent you to ask me, didn't he? We all know how much he misses that girl of his. He tries to put on a brave face, but deep down, he's a big softie. Ellie stole you for her static. How dare she? Oh wait, did I also get stolen into a static? Does he also raid on Sundays? I don't remember. Not Sundays, today's Wednesday. We all know how much he misses that girl of his. He tries to put on a brave face, but deep down, he's a big... Oh, I just read this. Tuesday, Wednesday. How could you? Anyway, in answer to your question, the more take or make the most beautiful jewelry from precious stones and valuable relics excavated from here in Amarang. I'll bet you didn't see many of those around the Crystarium. How about something like that? Great, now I have to be the go-between these two people who are... Or for these two people who are, like, 5 feet away from each other. More jewelry, I'll admit, that never would have occurred to me. But it's a fine choice. From what I recall, Gin deals in wares like that. Oh, okay, well, you guys just hurry up and clear then. Seems like the easiest solution, right? More jewelry, I'll admit, that never would have occurred to me. But it's a fine choice. From what I recall, Gin deals in wares like that. If I write a letter to him, would you be so kind as to deliver it to Mordsuk? I'll leave the particulars to him, since I don't know the first thing about gems and whatnot. Oh, and by the way, you don't suppose Lorette cottoned on, do you? She seemed very aware of the situation. Bloody hells, nothing gets past that girl, or gets past her. I might as well ask for myself next time, but I appreciate your help. Yeah, guys, just communicate. Just talk to each other. Stop making poor, hapless, desperate adventurers trying to find work. Have conversations that you could have yourself. Thank you, I appreciate it. As long as, like, if I know you're not, like, if I know the 3 of you guys aren't available to mod, I don't mind handling it myself. I have been for years. It's just, you know, just let me know. What was this quest? Something. Ah. No, but what is this quest? Which one is it? Oh, the Gigatenders, right. Okay. Well, see, there's your problem. This is just proving why... Like, this is just validating the fact that I don't like heat. Or, okay, that's not entirely true anymore. There's some teas that I like, but... And now I can head over to Mortsuk during the ad. And then we can yap and stuff. And then I'll turn in all these quests, and then we'll continue in that with MSQ. Also, sorry if I seem a little low energy today. My sleep schedule has been fooped. And so I woke up late, and I decided to skip my caffeine tablet today. So hopefully I'll be able to... Because if I take it too late in the day, it's gonna fuck everything up anyway. So I'm trying to reset things, and hopefully I'll be able to go to bed not long after the stream. Like, I want to get roulettes in before I go to bed, but other than that... So, yeah. I'm feeling relatively okay, considering the fact that I am not caffeinated right now, but... Are there any sightseeing logs that I can find while we wait? Or is there... Nope, not here. I thought there was one overlooking Amarang. But it might be in a tough to get to place. Let's see here. They're in blister packs, and I don't know how easy they would be to break in the first place. But either way, I'd rather just, like, at the risk of it seeming like I'm tormenting myself, I'd rather just, like, not skip a day of caffeine and go to bed a little bit earlier. Yeah, just take the hit. Fortunately, I have control over my own work schedule because freelancer, you know, when I actually have work. So I can do stuff like this without having to, like, call into work. It's like taking days off for a video game release. Not you drinking coffee at 7:38 p.m. Hey, Zev, weren't you talking the other day about how you messed up your sleep schedule? Do you think that might be why? There's Ryu. Phil would be angry when he finds out I have not met the quota, but if he ever finds me, I have nothing to worry about. Or if he never finds me, I have nothing to worry about. Okay. Also, welcome back from ads, everybody. That's not the reason. It doesn't help. Alright. Let's talk to the scavenger. I had a bit of a setback and... Pitiful! Spare me your excuses. You failed me for the last time. Wait! I brought these for you. There can be multiple reasons, Ev. I mean, I know the breakup was rough. But... For me? Oh, you're too kind! So juicy, so wriggly. Yes, yes. Very nice. I never knew you had such talents. Very well, I'm willing to overlook the quota on this occasion. Thank you, boss. If that's all, I'll be off. Stop! These sand wrigglers are a lot more pleasing than the usual junk you bring me. From now on, you are my chief worm collector. Consider it a promotion. Same rates, of course. Oh boy, he got promoted to a job that pays the same. Not what I had in mind. Beats being penniless, I suppose. I don't know how I'll fare on my own, but I appreciate you helping me today. He really is like the worst aspect of corporate bullshit. Makes people meet a quota, gives them a promotion but no pay raise. Can't imagine why he has employees literally hiding from him. If you had not rescued us, we would be in the belly of a beast, and probably not in one piece either. I have never been eaten alive before, but I do not imagine it is very pleasant. You did it! These two have a lot to answer for, though. You see, those bones once belonged to a mighty Samuel, whose ghost still roams the plains. A lot of silly younglings go there to prove their bravery, but there are things much more dangerous than wandering spirits, so yes. I wish it was a ghost we had met instead of those horrible brutes. We will not be going back there anytime soon. Speak for yourself. I was hoping to meet the great Samuel, so I want to try it again. And I will not have the others calling me a coward for running away. Oh boy, aren't they a handful. To tell the truth, I did exactly the same thing when I was their age. It is something of a tradition. This is one of the ways we learn to fear and respect the desert, but also how we find the courage to face its many dangers. Though on this occasion, I think we would be 2 younglings short of a village were it not for you. Mortsuk thanks you, traveler. Oh, welcome back. I take it everything went well with Thamoth? Yeah. The beautiful penmanship is a stark contrast to that of the intended recipient, and the flowing cursive script may even be too elegant for him to read. Uh-oh. A letter? Jewelry, solder, crystarium. I see. Yes, I know just the thing. The scavengers have found some nice necklaces we can use. Old, but shiny. I'll have it ready in a jiffy. Then my son can take care of the delivery. Before I forget, please accept this as a payment for all of your hard work. You have certainly earned it. Please, no more, no more! Is there a problem? Still looking for the client, are we? He seems to be hiding something. Use the doubt emote to wring the truth from him. How about I use the wring neck emote? No! Stop! I can explain! The truth is, there is no client, and the package is full of nothing but rocks. Not expensive ones either, just rocks. I hire people to deliver the parcel and another group of thugs to steal it. When they return to me empty-handed, I demand compensation for the loss of my wares. No blood spilled, just coin changing hands, that is all, so you're exploiting people. Please, boss, no more. This is too complicated, too dangerous. You are right. There must be easier ways to make money. How about being honest? We need something that requires less effort, less risk. Honest work. Kind traveler, will you accept this as an apology? And maybe no one needs to know about this, yes? Now those guys deserve to work for the exploitative asshole. They're meant for each other. What was his name? Tiltil? You have it? Show me, show me! Here you go. Whether this foodstuff is suitable for vegetarians is the subject of much debate. Ooh, good question. You have done it. Very well. This is not for moored mouths, no. A fine price this will fetch, though. Sinners like you enjoy the flesh of the little ones. The big ones, not so much. Yes, little ones are good for selling, but hard to catch, hard to kill. But not so difficult for you, it seems. Here, take these shinies. Alright, and we are back on to MSQ. Cassard is in prospered gastronomic fortitude. Thank you. Yeah, you have courage, my friend. Ronron's wares are more exotic than harmful, but I don't envy you the bellyache you'll have on the morrow. Bellyache? But I need my belly. Right. Now that you've eaten, I expect you're eager to get back on the road. Would you mind if we delayed our departure a touch? I have a few deals left to close before I can conclude my business here in Mordsuk. Sure. Oh, offering your services, are you? Aye, well, an assistant would certainly help hurry things along. I have a receipt here for some goods that need picking up from the market. All properly paid for. You just need to do the lifting and carrying. Yep, all in a day's work. I'll go and take care of some last-minute haggling then. See you in a bit. Table Cactus Thonthon, Iron Ore Tholthol, Abatharang Antiques Mill to be collected from Mulmul. Thonthon, Tholthol, and Mulmul? Okay. But what if I interacted with this cured leather anyway? Because I want to. It looks nice. Hungry again already? You have a strong stomach, friend, but I wouldn't eat those. Okay. But, like, what if I want... Leather can be edible. It's all chewy. I assume. I've never actually eaten leather. Things that were overcooked and had the texture of leather, maybe, but... If you're handling Cassard's porter work, you've come to the wrong place. He is now outsounding orders for my shop. Okay. Here we go, Thonthon. You came in with Cassard, yes? Good, good. I can finally stop thinking about that sack. Please, take your prickly purchase. Box of antiques. Hey, no touching! That merchandise is spoken for. You couldn't possibly change my mind with a better offer. I'm here on behalf of Cassard? What? Cassard sent you? Well, why didn't you say so? I wouldn't dream of selling his goods to a higher bidder. Oh, no, no, no. Nabatharang relics, wasn't it? All packed up in that box there. Handle with care.
Suit guard. Why is the guard all the way back here? Oh. Because it is specifically guarding that building. Got it. Here we go. No, this is not the right person, but I'm gonna talk to them anyway because I want to. Wait! What? No, no, no! This is Boon Boon's private worm stash, not for sale. My bad. Where? Did I miss something over here? No. Oh, maybe it's up here, maybe? I didn't actually look at the Aetheryte Plaza. Or really around the Aetheryte Plaza. No. Okay. It wouldn't be back here, would it? No, we're collecting from who? Tholthol. Okay. Where is this Tholthol? Tholthol? Oh, here we go. Now then, what was I doing again? Cassard sent you, did he? Right. Yes. What kind of ore was it again? Iron, I think. Iron ore, of course. That would explain this box I have here. It's all yours. Let's go turn this in. Don't tell me you've been around the entire market already. I have. A collection of goods Cassard ordered from the merchants of Mortsu. Aye, that's the lot, all right. Good work. And quick work, too, considering you've not set foot in the place before. I thought you wanted to sit in the city like the Exarch. But something tells me you're not a stranger to visiting strange lands. Unfortunately, your efficiency presents something of a problem. I'd hoped to conclude all my business before you returned, but it seems there's been some confusion over one of the orders I placed. I'll have to drag in my middleman to sort this mess out. I'm sorry to make you sit around and twiddle your thumbs. Cassard? It feels like an age since I last saw you. Well, if it isn't the lovely Tesleen. It's been a while, but your timing couldn't be better. This lady was on her way to meet with Alisaie. I'm supposed to be taking her to your corner of the desert, but a misplaced order has commandeered my attention. Wait, I know who you are. Alisaie has told me so much about you. You're Shizune, aren't you? Yeah. I knew it. How wonderful to meet you in the flesh after hearing all those stories. I'm Tesleen. I work as a carer at the inn, and I've gotten to know Alisaie quite well since she took up guard duties there. Do you want me to take over as Shizune's guide, Cassard? My shopping's all done and packed up for the road, so it would be no trouble. That would be a great help, thank you. Well, it looks like you'll be able to head straight out after all. My caravan and I will be in the area for a while yet. Seek me out when you've had your fill of Almarang, and I'll send you back to the Crystarium. Thank you for everything, I appreciate it. Yeah, little sis Alisaie likes talking about big sis Shizune. Also, hang on. That is an I-370 item, which means these gloves, besides being some of my favorite gloves in the game, are an upgrade. That's a 385 necklace. 370 versus, what's my king at? 375. Ooh, Bard is actually lower and needs the upgrade button more. Alright. Take care with your desert crossing and good fortune with meeting your friend. I'll be around when you're ready to head back to the Exarch. Alisaie has been desperate to see you, Shizune, so let's get you to her sooner rather than later. The inn isn't too hard to find, really. You can actually see the top of the rock spires from here. We just need to swing around the ridge, then head south. Come on, I'll get my supplies together and meet you outside. Oh! Hold on. We've got one last quest to do. Gen is fidgeting even more than usual. Is this a chain? No. Well, maybe. Greetings, friend. You like helping people, yes? Maybe you can help me, too. You see, my son, Gungun, makes me very proud, but very worried. He works very hard, too hard for his own good. He follows orders, yes. Follows them until someone tells him to stop. This is very dangerous, bad for his health. I need you to speak to him, persuade him to rest. He should be near the Red Serai, probably leaving no stone unturned in his search for relics. Please, tell him his father orders him to stop. So I'm gonna take off this parting. What am I doing? This way. My favorite barding in the game does come from Shadowbringers, but I'm gonna have to grind a lot of fates in Lakeland to get it. Oh, I should have switched to Dark Knight. I will do that as soon as this Gigatender leaves me the fuck alone. Let me swap. Let me swap. Let me swap. There we go. I really like the Deep Shadow barding. It's the one that you get with shared fate gemstones in Lakeland. Search the nooks, search the crannies, search high, search low. Oh, sorry, I did not see you there. Are you lost? father says I must rest. That will not do. No, no. I will stop, but not yet. I need something to show for my efforts. All this scrabbling, all this searching, and still no shinies. You came here to tell me to stop, but I refuse. Your job will not be finished, will it? Or if I refuse, your job will not be finished, will it? That will not do either. Wait, I have an idea. What, you rest while I do your grunt work for you? If you help me find shinies, my job will be over. Your job will be over. And I can rest. Simple, yes? I guess? Wouldn't this place be super picked over because of how populated it is, relatively speaking, and how close to town it is? Look under that rubble and find whatever there is to be found. Maybe it will be valuable, maybe not. Either way, let us keep searching until we get at least one shiny. Like, a lot of the primal bardings, or like trial bardings, are very cool. And a lot of the other bardings that are in the game, but I prefer something that feels a little more practical. So my favorite bardings are the Deep Shadow barding, and the one that you get as a reward from, I think it's the Tataru quests in Endwalker. I think that's where it came from. Yeah, it did. Your search fails to yield any shinies. Like, it's an MMO. If you want your chocobo to be dressed in over-the-top armor, I get it. But... and I'll still collect all the bardings I can get my hands on. I just prefer when things look a little more normal. I found a signet ring. What did you find? Not more rubble, I hope. Untold years spent buried beneath the sand and rubble have done little to tarnish this exquisitely crafted piece of jewelry. Oh, this looks very special. Such pretty patterns. I've never seen one like this before. But how much is it worth? I am an expert in finding shinies, not a historian. Perhaps we should ask someone. Once we sell it, we will divide the profits between us. We worked as a team, so half for you, half for me. Fair is fair. Yeah, it's a chain. Such a pretty ring, almost too precious to sell. Almost. We will ask a friend of my father's how much it is worth. He is a good man. We can trust him. Well, as much as we can trust anyone that my father would call a friend. Anyway, let us meet in Mordsuk. Once we are done, we can discuss your reward. Heh. Only thing sweeter than a handful of shinies is a purse full of jinglies. Oh, you know what? Late to the party, but I should probably yeah, just in case. I don't actually think I'm gonna die, but it also just makes it easier to hit return. Very close he is. This way. He knows much about old things, ancient things. More than me, anyway. What have you got for me tonight? Tonight? Oh, it is tonight. I'm not sure, but it is a very lovely shiny. Here, take a look. Let me see. My word, this is exquisite. Judging by the sigil, I'd say this originates from Navatharang. You'll need to find an expert in that period to ascertain its true value, though. You mean you do not know? Sorry, Gungun, but the chap with the cart near the south gate might be able to help. White hair, smells of cabbage. Then we shall ask him. Thank you for your kind advice. Smells like cabbage, eh? You should be easy to find in that case. We have found him. Let us see what he thinks of the ring. May I help you? Please, tell us what this old ring is worth. Ho ho! I have not seen one of these in a very long time. Well, what is it? This is no simple ring. See that sigil? Used to seal letters, it was. The owner must have been someone quite important. But you'd best speak with Jamiel if you want to know who it belonged to. If you want to know about crests and such, he's the one to ask. Gah, not again! I just want my jinglies. Hopefully Jamiel will be the last one we have to ask. Over here. Jamiel is quite well known around Mortsuk, you know. He has been here for a very long time. How long is a very long time? He looks old, but is he over 100 years old? Now, what could you two spry younglings need from an old man like me? We want to know about how much we can get for this signet ring. Please tell us. The suspense is killing me. Where did you get this? It belonged to a Malik of Navatharang. Oh, that sounds very valuable indeed. So, how much? To a historian, it is priceless. In all likelihood, there is only one such ring in existence. Though, I am afraid that to the layman versed in ancient sigils, it is worth no more than any other signet of a similar age. Anyone in Navatharang with even a modicum of wealth, would have had one bearing their mark. So, it is priceless, but also not worth very much? I am confused. I mean, I get it. It looks like we will not be rolling in riches after all. I am very sorry to have dragged you around in Mortsuk for nothing. But as we always say, no such thing as a thing no one needs. And hard work is its own reward. Something like that, anyway. Okay, but I'd still like to get paid. While your coin purse may be no heavier than before, you have learned an important lesson. At least, I think so. No, I still did labor for you. You still have to pay me. Cool. 888 gil. At least it's something. Did he basically pay me $8? Yeah. But... oh, there's more? Now that that business with the ring is over, I should rest, as I said I would. Then your promise to my father will be fulfilled. Actually, there is something I would like to discuss with you. I'm in no rush, however, so let us speak again after your repose. Ah! My curiosity! It is piqued! Please, you must tell me that now. I can rest while I listen.
That's not resting.
Oh, well, if you insist. I would like you to help me research or search for more relics from Amarang. If my suppositions are correct, I know where many such artifacts are waiting to be uncovered. I base this claim on my knowledge of the route chosen by the Malik when he led his people's exodus from the Flood of Light. Although many tried to take their most prized possessions with them, it soon became apparent that such burdens would only hinder their escape. Each household discarded their personal treasures, one piece at a time. By following the exact path traveled from Nabatharang, we would be able to unearth many more priceless treasures. What say you? Will you lend me your aid? Of course! And now that I have finished resting, I am ready to start digging.
That's not rest.
You're quite sure? I am. Shizune, you should come too. You have already found one of these shinies. Maybe you can find some more. You will be amply remunerated for your efforts, even if there are no profits to be made from the sale of the items themselves. I too am a proponent of the motto, honest pay for honest work.
Alright, well if you're gonna pay me either way, then let's go.
We should go before my father tries to stop me. Honestly, there is no such thing as working too hard. Oh wait, where are we going? The first location is to the east of the inn at Journey's Head. Allow me to lead the way.
Right, okay. So out we go. Cool, it means unlocking the map is going to give me a Dark Knight experience instead of Bard experience, which I'm okay with. Alright. It does not smell of treasure here. Maybe I am not sniffing hard enough? As I recall, there should be a few artifacts scattered around this area. The first items to be discarded were those of little value or simply too cumbersome to be carried over long distances. However, we can assume that many were buried so that they could be recovered later. Therefore, it seems logical that landmarks such as large outcrops and so forth would be used to indicate their position. Less talking, more digging. I want to find the shinies. Oh. It does not smell. Oh, you still saying the same thing. As much as I would like to assist in the search, I'm afraid that these old bones of mine made bending and kneeling quite a struggle. How convenient. I mean, how inconvenient for you. Have you found something? Perhaps you could get Gungun to clear out or clean off some of the dirt. Moored hands are perfectly suited for that sort of delicate work.
I would cover up ShB, but I don't think that's gonna... No. I'm just gonna keep this over here for now. It's fine. I'll figure out a layout that I'm happy with eventually. Have you found something? Perhaps... Oh, you already said that. Okay. Lots of lovely shinies over here. What have you got? Let's see here. Although the location in which it was buried indicates that it is of Naboth origin, it will need to be thoroughly cleaned before it can be properly inspected. Oh, a great big shiny... a great big shiny. Is this a dinner plate? It looks like a shield. Jamiel, what is this? A heraldic shield. The 5 coins above a castle represent each of the great houses of Naboth. Coins? Is that because they were rich? Precisely. The capital attracted trade from across Norvrot, and much of the wealth found its way into their coffers. Such a booming economy was not built overnight, however. Although Naboth was largely established by Humes, the harsh desert environment meant that they had to rely on the aid of neighboring peoples. It was the Mord who taught them how to safely traverse the barren plains, methods for finding sustenance, and much besides. They were also respected partners in matters of commerce. The Naboth owned a great deal of your ancestor. Oh, bleh. Oh my god. That was a bad misreading. The Naboth owed a great deal to your ancestors, Kungun. I never knew. History is all around us if we know where to look. Which reminds me, the next location I would like to search is not far from here. This way, if you please. Do you think there will be more shinies? Maybe, I don't know. I have a reason to believe that more artifacts are resting beneath these ruins. Please, take the utmost care with any that you discover, as some may be fragile. Excellent work. Once Gungun has cleaned off the excess grime, we can verify whether this relic has any historical importance. Nothing but bricks and sand. Have you had any better luck? It looks like an angry face. Sand-caked statue. While you suspect this may simply be a ball of clay with rudimentary eye holes poked into it, an assessment of its true worth is best left to a historian. Maybe it's a toy. Maybe it's a bell. I know what this is. A decorative Mord's head sculpture. Making these is one of our many traditions. But what is it doing here? We may surmise that it was once kept in the pristine palace of Malik. It once housed tokens of friendship from allied peoples. That the Malik brought such gifts so far from Naboth is proof of their cultural significance. However, when the Naboth and the Mord first came into contact, there were many disagreements. I do not understand. The Mord hate arguing. The art of negotiation is another one of our many traditions. Yes, I dare say that was a decisive factor in these disparate peoples finding common ground. And yet the Mord live on while the Naboth are no more. Hopefully, we will uncover yet more valuable insights to the past at our final excavation site. And may I say, your work thus far has been nothing short of exemplary. Please, save your thanks for when we have finished. There's much still to be done, more treasures to be found. One last place he wishes to visit, alright. Gun can barely contain his excitement at the prospect of yet more digging. This has better... Okay, the quest title is a pun and it's giving better rewards than the other quests, so this is probably the last one. At least for this part of the chain. I want to dig, dig, dig! Where's the next spot, Jamiel? West from here, close to the Nabath Severance. Then what are we waiting for? Must hurry, must hurry! Hello. MSQ is going to take me this way eventually anyway, but... Where are they? Yes, this is the spot. Let us see what we can find here. This dirt smells like it's hiding treasures. Time to work, work, work. Ash, eat something! Food has been acquired? Good. What you eatin'? Nothing yet, but every handful of dirt I sift brings me closer to the shinies. Gun, there's something I would like to ask you. Yes, I am listening. Working, but listening. Why do you go to such lengths to help me? You have had barely a moment's rest since we first began. Yet you set about your digging like a man possessed. I mean, valid, but like, make sure you eat enough. What can I say? I love to work, that is all. Maybe that is not such a good answer. I mean, I am a Mord of Mordsuk. This is our way. Is that so? No such thing as a thing no one needs. And you need these treasures, yes? Then I will find them for you. Helping each other, helping outsiders, it makes no difference. A job well done is a source of great pride for Mord. Now I see why the Nabath valued your ancestors' friendship so highly. To be fair, like, I get, like, when you're doing something you enjoy, not wanting to take a break, but there's also a reason why, even if I'm on a roll with my writing or whatever it is I'm doing, if I'm using a Pomodoro timer, when it tells me to take a break, I take a break. And it's also why, like, I didn't need to be pushed super hard to switch from doing 1.5 minute of ad breaks, or every 30 minutes to 3 minutes every hour, because those 3 minutes I do kind of use to, like, refill my water, stretch, take a step away, because otherwise I'm sitting in front of my computer streaming for 3 hours. Breaks are important for physical and mental health, yes. And, like, I know there are some streamers who are still like, if I do pre-roll ads, it's gonna turn people off who are, like,
like, it's gonna make discoverability hard. But then if I do, like, mid-roll ads, then there's ads in the middle of my stream. It's like, yeah, but, like, use those as a chance to take a break. Like, 3-minute ads every hour is a built-in hourly break for the streamer. But did you clear? Is that what the woo is about? Be clear? Nice. Congrats. But yeah, like, those 3 minutes are important and healthy for the streamer. They can be beneficial for the chat if they want to be able to step away from the stream without missing anything. First one down. Congrats, yeah. Anyway. Oh, I have found something! Just in time for us to head over to the inn, Zev. Also, now tell Ellie to get in here, unless she needs to go to bed because she's baby. A tube? Wait, there is a lid. Let me open it. Ah, something is inside. Jamiel, what is this? I feel like I'm making the Mord's voices squeakier and squeakier the further into the stream I go. Where did he go? Uh-oh. Was he a ghost all along? Ah. I genuinely don't remember. Like, with a lot of these quests, I'll be like, oh yeah, I vaguely remember how these went. I remember which of these quests are sad and which ones aren't. But I don't remember. But I wanted to show him the treasure. Of all the times to go for a stroll. Can you go and look for him? You will see him further, you will see further from higher ground. I will wait here and guard the relic. I mean, yeah, I think he meant, like, legit meant, though, like, I'll be able to see higher than I already was from higher ground than where I already was. But yes, also short, though. Also, as somebody who is short IRL, how dare you? Oh. What did that say? Jamiel is nowhere to be seen. You had best report your findings, or lack thereof, to Gungun. How short am I, though? 5'1". Thanks. So, what happened to him? Oh? You do not know? Oh, this bodes ill. Ill indeed. While you were gone, I inspected the treasure. Inside was a scroll which shows the Nabath royal family tree. And the last Malik's name was Jamiel. Which can only mean one thing. That he is really the last Malik's ghost. He must have needed someone to find his final treasure, so that he could pass into the afterlife. We must inform Father. If there— excuse me! That thing just, like, bolted right at me. What the fuck? Okay, let's skip back to where we were. We must inform Father. If there are ghosts wandering around, he needs to warn everyone. That's what you're getting from this? still have some food in my bowl. I'm gonna shove some in my face. I'm not sure what Father will make of these goings on, but I must tell him what we saw, or rather, what we did not see. We're gonna get in there, and Malik is gonna, or not Malik, Jamiel is gonna be in there. Or something, huh? Shizune, you have been assisting my son with his work, yes? This is true, Father, but we have grim tidings. I called it! Master Gengen, might I have a... Ah, there they are. Whatever is the matter? Do not come any closer. Excuse me? He thinks you're a ghost. Keep away from me, spirit! I beg your pardon? I may be rather long in the tooth, but I am still very much alive, I assure you. Your name was on the family tree of the royal family? So you came to the conclusion that I was a ghost of the last Mali, on the basis that we have have the same name? Perhaps we had best put this misunderstanding down to an overactive imagination. Jamiel the Ninth, the last Malik, was my grandfather. I was named after him, which makes me Jamiel the 10th. So you are Nabath royalty? It all makes sense now, I think. But why did you disappear like that? Why are we still doing the danger music? Ah, there we go. I tried to tell you that I was going to return to Mordsuk to prepare your reward, though it seems that you did not hear me. All of that scrabbling around in the dirt must have drowned out my voice. Oh, sorry about that. I will listen harder from now on. You should. In any case, I am incredibly grateful to both of you. I have learned much of my people and their exodus from the flood. But there must be many, many more shinies for us to find. Yeah, you really shouldn't walk away from people when you're talking to them without getting getting verbal confirmation that they heard you. And that is not all. I want to know more about the history of the Mord and their friendship with the Nabath. It is my duty as future leader of Mordsuk. We cannot leave the treasures buried under the desert, or let the stories of our ancestors be forgotten. Let us work together to unearth the past. I'm about, like, in a dangerous area. What if it had been a Sin Eater that had gotten him? And those fuckers are everywhere. Master Gengen, you have raised a fine son. And we will be a great leader one day. And he will be a great leader one day if he can avoid working himself into an early grave. Gun. There are many relics waiting to be discovered, but there is no need to rush. They will not crumble away to nothing while you are resting. Come, we have much to discuss. Yeah, speaking of ads. Thank you, Chizu. Alright, let's get those stretchies in, because we're gonna pick up with MSQ again once the ads end. Oh, Gun, where are your manners? Shizune, I am sorry. He has forgotten to express his gratitude. Please, allow me on his behalf. Thank you. But I was wondering, between all that digging, did he find time to rest? No. He didn't. Yeah, shrug. That's my answer, too. Okay. Now that we have all of that done, Gonna have to force brakes on that boy? Yeah. Threaten to dock his pay if he doesn't take care of himself. Does he get it? I mean, he was talking about jinglies. He sells the items that they find and then gets jinglies that go into his pocket and fill his coin purse. Ergo, like, resting should be part of your job. Taking care of yourself should be part of your job. And therefore, his pay should get docked if he's not taking proper care of himself. I mean, his boss is his father from the sounds of it, so I think he can. His father can put in place a new you didn't fucking take care of yourself tax, where he takes a cut of your pay if you don't rest and take proper care of yourself while working. Exactly, he can't do more work to get more jinglies if he hurts himself. Also, if he hurts himself, I don't know what the healthcare situation is around here, but assuming they compensate their healers or medicine people or whatever, which they should, like, it occurs to me that I am assuming that there's capitalism in a post-apocalyptic society full of trading outposts, but like, you gotta trade something in exchange for services and stuff, right? Look at Ilmar, there's absolutely capitalism. Yeah, well, that's the thing that, like, confuses me, because, like, that one lady was like, oh yeah, like, the people of Yulmore, like, the free citizens hand over all their wealth, and, like, they're free, and they don't have to worry about, like, business rivals and stuff like that. And I'm looking at the rest of the world, and just like, what business rivals? Like, where is this, like, hustle culture you're referring to, where you have business rivals that you need to worry about and, like, earning and stuff? The Crystarium is basically a socialist society, and the only other major, yeah, all your business rivals are dead or too focused on fucking living to be worried about business. And welcome back from the ads, everybody. Business is dead. Yeah, like, the world is kind of, like, actually dead. Like, I know there's trade that goes on between the Crystarium and, like, the smaller outposts and stuff, but that shouldn't result in, like, business rivals. People are too busy worrying about fucking living to be squabbling over making a living. Anyway. Oh, I should switch back to Bard. There we go. Okay. Anyway, the ad is done, so let's head over to Tesleen and get the show back on the road. All set? Oh, I should probably mention the wildlife. While most of them will leave you be if you keep your distance, the local coyotes have learned to prey on folk
heading home from the markets. I can usually swing a sword well enough to fend them off, but I may have loaded myself down with too many bargains today. Do you think you could handle any beasts that try to make a meal of us? Easily. I thought you might. Alisaie was always saying how much you... I mean, let's get going, shall we? How much I what? How much I what? Yeah, that wasn't even part of the quest, though. There we go. Sorry, there wasn't much time to shout a warning. Were you bitten? Those things can be nasty. And yet hardly a match for you, it seems. I'd always thought Alisaie was strong. I'd always thought Alisaie was strong. But in her mind, she was never... Now it makes sense. Well, we should push on. It might be best if you scout ahead and clear out any coyotes that have our scent. I'll wait here so you can fight without any distractions. Yeah, she does look up to us. But also, Girly needs to give herself more credit. Hang on, that is a B rank. I'm gonna go ahead and shout that out. Yeah, but I'm an unfair standard to hold for her to be holding herself through. There are things she's good at that I'm not. What's up? Okay, where is she? Other side of this building? Oh, there she is. Oh, thank goodness you're back. I could hear the howling and snarling from here. Frightful creatures. Let's hope the rest have seen your handiwork and know to avoid us now. I need to get these supplies back to the inn. Oh no! I didn't realize something had happened to it. Or I forgot, maybe. But hey, at least you should be getting it back soon. This is it. Thanks to you, I didn't have to drop my shopping even once. Come to think of it, I'm glad I didn't make this trip alone. It seems you ended up escorting me. I'll have to repay the favor somehow. But first, let's head inside, shall we? Welcome to the inn at Journey's End, or at Journey's Head. You might be our first visitor from the Crystarium since Alisaie arrived. It's not much, but it's home for the afflicted and a handful of carers. The afflicted? You don't know? I don't think I've met anyone besides Alisaie who was so unfamiliar with our situation here. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. I might leave out something obvious, so it may be best to have Alisaie give you the full explanation. Great, where is she? Hang on. Helric! Oh, baby. Tesleen casts her gaze around the inn, hoping to spot Alisaie. Now, where is she? I think she might be out on patrol. You could wait, I suppose. But why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchtower first, so you might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head out to the south side and you'll soon see it. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. Let's see here, watchtower. Alisaie is nowhere to be seen, but you spot fresh footprints on the ground, and they look to be about the right size. The small footprints head off to the northwest. I'm gonna put Ember away, or not Ember, River. The footprints continue on to the northwest. No! Alright, fine, I'll bring him out again. The footprints curve around to the west. Grumble, grumble. There are more tracks here, but they end in a mess of disturbed sand. Where could she be?
Huh?
Get back here!
Is that... It can't be.
Ha!
Impressive.
Just a lesser sin eater. Nothing to write home about.
Speaking
I knew
of home.
you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner. How are you?
I should be asking you that. I know. She's trying to keep her composure. It's so sweet.
We've fought them to a standstill then. The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least. When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them.
I mean, I can do that for you.
But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision. He may use 10 words where one would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal. But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims. Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation. As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters. That great wall of white is a remnant of the Flood. 100 years ago, the balance in the First tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam. A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down. Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations. Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the Flood. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether and triggering the birth of new monstrosities. They are creatures of base instinct that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason, which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them. The infirmary is full of the Sin Eater's victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
It's just a matter of time. More for some, less for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. And to add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out of society and exiled here to the edge of the world. The only good thing I have to say about this hellish place is that it has served me well as a training ground. Tesleen and the others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters. Which is knowledge I can now share with you, while you help me finish my patrol, of course. Here's what we'll do. I'll take the east side of the inn, and you clear the west. That way, you can have an undiluted experience with the resident terrors. These marks on your map are where the usual troubles. No, I did read that right. These marks on your map are where the usual trouble spots are. You can assume that any beast with a white hide or carapace is a Sin Eater. But you'll know for sure soon enough when they come slavering after your ether. Remember, it's kill or be killed with these monsters. Once you've slain whatever's prowling around out there, we can rendezvous back at the north entrance. Good hunting. Alright, also yes, Alisaie, I've dealt with Void Scent before. These aren't really any different. Void Scent, I think, are more intelligent. Or at least less mindless, but I think that has to do with the whole distinction between being dark aligned versus light aligned. Or it could, like, just thinking about it and spitballing, like, kill things. Maybe it has to do with how much longer the void has been a thing versus the Flood of Light. Like, if this world had been allowed to become a Void of Light, and persist for as long as the Void of Darkness on the 13th lasted, would it be... Would the Void Scent, or would the Sin Eaters have eventually become as self-aware and, like, intelligent as the Void Scent are? Alrighty. How did you fare? Okay, I guess. I thought there might be one or two lurking on the fringes. Nothing out of the ordinary for this area. I expect you noticed it yourself. But individually, these lesser sin eaters are no more deadly than any natural predator you might encounter in the desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat. Much like the void scent, they have an unfortunate tendency to flock to the strongest of their kind. Thus, when a powerful sin eater goes on the hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army of such creatures descending on a village or hamlet. That's the basic idea behind my patrols. To cull their ranks often enough that their numbers won't be overwhelming when the big ones come out to play. And you've certainly helped on that front. Let's report our victories to Tesleen, shall we? She hasn't been telling you stories, has she? Oh, gods. Oh, has she? Alisaie tells me you helped out on her patrol. We have our thanks, and my apologies for keeping you from one battle to or leading you from one battle to another ever since the moment we met. In any case, I'm glad to see the two of you found each other. You have no idea how badly Alisaie has missed your company. Everything is always... If Shizune were here, she would... That's an exaggeration, and I don't sound like that either. I was simply trying to view matters from another perspective, and I respect Shizune's methods. Honestly, after seeing her in action, I can understand why. The way she leaps into the fray without hesitation, it really is something to behold. I might be a little smitten myself. I'm only teasing it, though. I'm only teasing. Though, I've no doubt she deserves all the admiration she gets. Just as you do. Head here. Yep, let's replace that. Probably not gonna have it visible, because as cool as it is, I like being able to see my face. This is what I get for sharing. Maybe I'll just head out on another patrol. Tesleen has the air of a woman being pulled in 10 directions at once. I'd love to lay out a welcome mat, or welcome meal, but the duties I put off when I went to the market are still waiting for me. Ugh, there are 101 things that need doing. I'm sorry, but would you mind waiting here with Alisaie? What, and twiddle our thumbs while you work yourself to death? Surely there's something we can do, or can help you with. Sure, I'd be happy to help. I could do with a hand, it's true. Thank you. You can start by helping me sort out the ladder, Alisaie. While we do that, could you tend to a few patients, perhaps? There are 3 in particular I meant to visit. It's just a matter of saying a few words to them and seeing that their skin isn't caked in sand. Their names are Pawnil, Cotton, and Halric. They may not give much in the way of response, but I would promise they'll be pleased to meet someone new. Oh, things exploded. You know what? We might as well finish or do these side quests. Can I actually? No, it doesn't let you abandon MSQ. Darn. Yeah, let's do these side quests. And then we'll see how we're feeling at the end of stream. Or we'll see what time it is anyway. Wenric has more than his share of concerns. The morale of his men chief among them. Psst, do you have a moment? Please, keep this to yourself, but one of my men has been acting strangely of late. As I am sure you can appreciate, there are certain things that guards here, myself included, may not wish to discuss openly. I had hoped that you, as an outsider, may be able to find out what is troubling him.
You gotta head to bed? Alright, thanks for dropping by, Ash. Remember, Sunday, starting at 4:30 Central, we're gonna be doing Sigmascape! We will plot more in the Discord. I had hoped that you, as an outsider, may be able to find out what is troubling him. He is currently stationed a short distance from here. If you could lend him your ear, I would be most grateful. Wilfort has the expression of a man awaiting imminent disaster. Excuse me, but I was wondering if you could help. One of the merchants from Mordsuk is on his way, bringing much-needed supplies. The problem is, the wares we are offering in exchange have yet to arrive. If it were anyone else, they could be persuaded to wait, but this particular Mord has a reputation for being extremely impatient. He has even been known to call off deals over the smallest of quibbles. I'd be grateful if you could find out what's caused this delay. While you search for the porter, I'll try to buy some time. Many thanks. The delivery is expected to come from the southwest. Godspeed. Leery-eyed guard. You're one of Alisaie's friends, aren't you? I hear you have a knack for putting down troublesome beasts. You could say that? I'm not sure if that includes the supernatural, but walking corpses known as Gilman have been running amok outside the south entrance. They grab anyone who wanders too close and drag them under the sand. I almost fell victim to them myself, and I was lucky to escape. Thing is, I dropped my mother's pendant as I fled, and I'll do anything to get it back. She was a patient here, you see, and it's all I have to remember her by. Luckily, we've found the enchanted darts. Luckily, we found that enchanted darts, shot from a blowgun, send the Gilman back to whichever hell they crawled from. My plan is to rush in and grab the pendant, while you shoot those undead bastards from a distance. So, will you help me? Sure. I knew you would. Come on, let's get this over with. Looking for work by any chance? I'm supposed to be draining water out of plants with these siphons, but I could use some help. As you've probably noticed, the whole area is lousy with all sorts of hostile creatures, which means this is not a job for the faint of heart. I'd be fine if siphoning the water didn't take so long. While I'm waiting, I'm easy prey. If you could go in my place, I'll see that you're properly rewarded. Okay, what are you gonna do when I'm not around? I'm fairly certain I dropped the pendant by those ruins over there. As soon as I've found it, I'll race back to the inn. In the meantime, I'll need you to keep the Gilman off my back. Here goes nothing. Yeah, let's shoot some darts. If any Gilman appear, shoot blah blah blah. Yep. I know how this works. Oh, is that all? I thought there were going to be multiple rounds at least. Sorry, didn't see you there. Is there something you want? I'm here to help. Wilford sent you?
Bloody hells, am I that far behind schedule? Anyway, these sacks contain our half of the deal. Well, maybe a bit more than that. I got carried away and brought too much to carry by myself. It's a miracle I made it this far. Do you think you could help me cover the last stretch of the journey? Not far to go now, and these things are heavy, so watch your back. Remember, bend at the knees. Yeah. Alright. Oh, I have to head back to the end. Whoops. I was headed towards the wrong quest marker. Clear-eyed guard. Oh, wait, no. I want... Oh, I have 8 seconds to find him. Here you go. Ah. Late. If your friend did not pour such delicious tea, I would have taken my wares back to Mordsuk. Next time, you won't be so lucky. Humph. That was a near thing, if I ever saw one. I dread to think what we'd do without these supplies. Wait, no! I just realized I'm on the wrong job. Oh, that was close. Without those supplies. Although I must say, I didn't expect that you would end up carrying the goods here yourself. That sack was full of adobe bricks, you know. Considering what that they're only made from clay mixed with water and straw, it lasts an incredibly long time. Even those excavated from the ruins are still perfectly adequate for building work. In fact, the Mord plan to use them in repairing their windmills. Still, bricks are bricks, far from the easiest things to carry over long distances. Perhaps next time we'll send more than one person to transport them. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Maybe also include some bodyguards? Now that I think about it, this whole thing was very poorly planned. We're lucky we had you to help us on this occasion. Yeah, you were. Hopefully it won't happen again. Better not. Because I won't be here the next time. They didn't like that very much, did they? And best of all, I got the pendant. Do you know, I've never seen such fine aim with a blowgun. The secret, though, lies in the darts. They were excavated from the ruins of Nabath-Arain. According to the historians, these same darts were used by the Nabath to destroy Gilman all those years ago. They were whole stockpiles of the things, in fact. Anyway, that's enough about ancient history for one day. More importantly, I'd like to thank you for all you've done. Please accept this as thanks and give Alisaie my regards. What's going on with my headphones? Hang on. You're getting very crackly. Want to turn back on now? Give it a second. There we go. Okay. We've just got these last 2 quests. What brings you all the way out here? Your boss asked me to come talk to you? So you've been talking to Renric. Well, if you must know, I was thinking about leaving this place. It was all getting too much for me, and I felt like I was losing my mind one day at a time. Me and one of the others were planning on making a clean break, putting the inn behind us. But after seeing you and Alisaie, I changed my mind. I'm staying here, at least for the time being. Could you give me a message to my friend? He's the one I was going to run away with. A Galgant chap. I'm not sure exactly where he'll be. but the watchman up southeast of the inn should know. Tell him that I'm staying. I'd go myself, but I can't abandon my post. Please, I've got to let him know. No, is this the one that ends sad? Come on, give me the water. Come on. This. Oh, I guess it does kind of look like a plant. I was gonna say it looks like it's made out of stone, which is probably part of the point, but. Let's see here. Galgen, Blocon Patrol. You've just missed him, I'm afraid. He said he wanted a breath of fresh air, so he went for a stroll. I tried telling him that air's no fresher up here than it is up there than it is here. But would he listen? Would he bullocks? Anyway, last I saw, he was heading north. Fallen? Is he fallen or just fallen? You okay, buddy? I remember you. One of Alisaie's friends. That's right. Staying? I thought so. That's why I left. By myself. Reckoned I'd get a bit further before being attacked by beasts, though. Just my bloody luck. Can you tell him I went alone? That I got away? Wouldn't want him to blame himself. It's my own fault. He was set on staying, but I talked him into leaving. I should have listened. There was no response. It's just a corpse. What do I do if it gives me a choice? Do I tell him the truth or do I lie to him? I feel like it'd be really shitty if he ever left and found out it wasn't true, but what are the chances of that even happening? Which one's the kinder option? I mean, it's not like he would end up knowing that I knew, necessarily. So, did you give him the message? Oh, man. He's gone. I should tell him the truth. He deserves that. He's gone. I'm sorry. When you say it like that, it sounds as if... Oh, I see. Still, I stand by my decision. It is the right thing to do, I know it. Come to think of it, Renric is probably wondering what's going on. If it's not too much to ask, would you mind speaking with him? Man, you handled the death of your friend really well. Also, whoops, I never... set the inn as my new return point.
let's start with this quest. Finished already? Yep, here you go. Sweet-smelling succulent secretions, as in the secretions of a succulent, rather than secretions that are succulent. Heh. Very impressive. Are you sure you haven't done this before? Now, you might be wondering why we'd go through the effort of siphoning from plants. There are easier ways to get water, after all. Well, this stuff has a certain sweetness that comes in handy when making medicines. They tend to taste quite bitter, so this takes the edge off. Not that it makes the treatments any more effective, but the patients certainly seem to appreciate it. You have our thanks. Is that so? It is better than both of them being killed. We should be thankful for small mercies. In any case, I appreciate that what you have done for us. Alright, let's finish this MSQ quest, and then we'll probably wrap up once we do that. Hi, Pawnil. Help if I was on board. There we go. Thank you. Pardon? Toddin glances up at you blankly, but you notice the tension in his face ease slightly. Halric remains utterly still as you wipe the sand from his cheek. The texture of his skin has hardened into something akin to plaster. Your work is done, then? Yep. Oh, wait a minute! I just realized what quest this is. And I just... Yeah, you've seen to the patients? How are they? Good, that's good. I knew they would enjoy meeting you. I'm concerned about Halric, though. I'll have to speak with the other carers, but I think his time may be near. We shall leave you to have that discussion, then. I was going to take Shizune to Mordsuk if you have any errands there that need doing. Well, I suppose there is one thing. Would you pick up a nectarine from the markets, please? Cassard's caravan just passed through, so Ronron should have some fresh fruit. Come then, Shizune. There's something I want you to see. Right after we stop at Ronron's stall, of course. Okay, it's actually 10:30, and I'm fading pretty quickly in terms of energy, so I'm actually gonna wrap up here. Because also I know it's coming up. And I think we're going to save that for Tuesday. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for joining me tonight. If you haven't already, please hit that follow button if you're on Twitch. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Subscribe if you're on Twitch for that ad-free experience and emotes. As a reminder to everybody, if I can get to 25 non-gifted subs before the end, before I get to the end of Shadowbringers, I will do the Nier raids on Black Mage. So yeah. In the meantime, I will be back on Friday for Friday Night Writes. So if you're a writer, if you're an artist, if you're somebody who likes doing crafty things, if you're somebody who just wants to hang out and chill and listen to a writer work on writing and yap about writing while there's like lo-fi music and a Pomodoro timer going, be sure to drop by on Friday for Friday Night Rights. Sunday, starting at 4:30 Central, we will be back in Final Fantasy XIV doing Sigmascape, minimum item level, no echo, with the pantry as a reward for getting me to 50 subs. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, starting at 7:30 Central Time, I will be back to playing Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers and working our way through MSQ. So yeah. Again, thank you everybody so much for joining me tonight. Let me see who's streaming right now that we could raid. Oh, Yuzi's doing her subathon through Shadowbringers. So let's go raid Yuzi. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a good night. Did I spell her name wrong? Her right? No, I did not. Alright, you guys have a good night, and I will see you all on Friday or Sunday. Bye-bye!
Between